From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Monday, September 26th, 2016. Silver is trading at $19.49 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,338 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $608. Antiwar.com reports Saudi airstrikes over the weekend targeting the Yemeni city of Ib, a city controlled by the Shiite Houthis, have once again ended with civilians being killed, with locals reporting at least 10 civilians slain in the strikes, including 3 children. Strikes were reported against several areas of the city, and there were no reports of any combatants among the slain. In addition to the deaths, the local hospital reported another 9 civilians wounded who had been discharged from the hospital. Ib is on the hugely important N1 highway, which connects the capital city of Sana'a, under the control of the Houthis, with the southern port of Aden, which is the de facto capital of the pro-Saudi half of the country. Ib is just north of Taiz, a city long contested between the two factions. Since all the fighting is south in Taiz, there is very little in the way of Houthi forces inside Ib, with many locals complaining that the Saudi attacks are unjustified, with no military and little government presence to be targeted. Are you an advocate for free market money? Do you promote Bitcoin as an alternative in a fiat-centric world? Then you need Spend a Bit in your arsenal, the search engine for things you can buy with Bitcoin. Spend a Bit aggregates millions of products from thousands of Bitcoin-enabled merchants. Keep your money in the free economy. Visit spendabit.co today. Bitcoin merchants, ask about our merchant suite to reach even more customers. Spendabit.co. UPI reports 3 people were killed after 2 single-engine planes collided in the skies near Buffalo, New York on Sunday morning, according to officials. A man from Hamburg, New York, and a couple from nearby Eden, New York, were the only 3 people on the 2 planes, a Cessna and a Piper Cherokee, that are both single-engine, single-propeller planes. Officials from the Erie County Sheriff's Office said at a media briefing that the small aircrafts collided shortly before 9:30 a.m., leaving a small debris field over 1/4 to 1/2 mile section. 6 planes took off together around 9 a.m. from Hamburg Airport, according to Larry Walsh, the airport's vice president. Walsh said they were planning to go to breakfast in St. Mary's, Pennsylvania, and plan to return later in the day. Karen Ricotta, a North Collinstown justice, told the newspaper, "When I looked outside, you could see something next door on a mowed farm field. I couldn't identify what it was." She added, "But when I went outside, another man driving by pulled in my yard and told me it was a plane in the field." Town Supervisor John M. Tobia said one of the crashed planes landed in a field and the other between a metal storage building and a wooded area. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. Reuters reports Tommy Smith and John Carlos, the 2 African-American athletes sent home from the 1968 Olympic Games for their raised fist protest on the medal podium, will receive a long-awaited moment of redemption at a U.S. team event at the White House this week. Carlos told Reuters on Sunday the 2 were invited by the U.S. Olympic Committee to attend a gala dinner on Wednesday in Washington, D.C., honoring the 2016 Olympic team and accompanying the team to meet President Barack Obama at the White House the following day. The image of Smith and Carlos, gold and bronze medalists in the 200-meter track event in Mexico City, thrusting their black gloved fist into the air, has become an enduring symbol of the fight for racial equality. Their example has surfaced repeatedly in the past weeks as an inspiration to NFL and college football players protesting racial injustice after the fatal shooting of several men by police. Smith and Carlos paid a high price for their protest, not only in the Olympic Committee, but also in the court of public opinion. Standing in black socks, the 2 Americans bowed their heads and pushed their fists into the air as the U.S. anthem played, shocking the world and many Americans reeling from a turbulent year in the fight for civil rights. They were suspended from the U.S. Olympic team and sent back to the United States. Carlos said he did not expect or want an explicit apology from the Olympic Committee for sending him and Smith home because their actions were in clear violation of the policy. He said, however, that over time and as their raised fist salute has become a precedent of sorts, U.S. Olympic officials have a better understanding of the reason behind their protest. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.